Hi everyone, Ivan here from Radio Express, and I'm so thrilled because we're in Paris, as you can see, and we're meeting friends and colleagues on the continent of Europe. And today we are at NOSTALGIE here in Paris, and I have Xavier with me, who's the program director.
Welcome, hello.
Thank you for having us. It's a real pleasure to meet an iconic brand and the people who are behind the brand. So I have a few questions. First, tell me about what's radio doing in France right now, because all continents are different, all countries are different. What is changing now with digital, with smart speakers? What's going on?
So, Ivan, I will try to speak English, but some words are perhaps missing for me. So I will speak in English and in French. Many listeners listen to the radio each day in France. And since 2 years now, Nostalgie is the 5th national radio station. So we are very, very happy. And your question is what is changing since a few years now? Is digital, smart speakers, and each radio station know that we must be present in every canal, because listeners now listen to radio with a mobile phone or smart speaker or other things. So it's important for us. Even we play gold and our name, is Nostalgie. It's necessary for us to take care about listeners and what skills
It's interesting in France how I'll give an example with a country just over on the other side of the Le Manche, and that is the UK, where DAB is a big thing. Mm-hmm. In France, although FM is still the big thing, are they still going for the FM?
Le pourcentage est à peu près 40% des auditeurs maintenant écoutent sur le digital. Après, la FM reste quand même très très forte, puisque la radio reste très écoutée en voiture, en déplacement, etc. Et après, tu parlais du DAB. C'est vrai que le DAB est apparu en France il y a quelque temps. Comme je le disais tout à l'heure, c'est important que les radios soient présentes partout où les auditeurs peuvent en fait écouter les stations de radio. En sachant que Nostalgie, j'insiste là-dessus, on est une radio de gold. Le nom Nostalgie, en fait, en français, c'est un nom qui peut apparaître comme un nom un peu passéiste. Et en fait, c'est vraiment une marque qui s'est complètement métamorphosée. C'est-à-dire qu'il y a même des jeunes qui écoutent la radio et nous écoutent, des gens un peu plus âgés. C'est devenu une marque intergénérationnelle et fédératrice. Et c'est pour ça que c'est important d'être présent partout où, quel que soit l'âge, on écoute la radio.
And tell us about this big change, because I as a listener and fan of European radio, I've noticed that huge transformation that Nostalgie took from back in the day, the station known for, playing 50s and 60s. And now it's what I would describe as CHR 80s. It's modern, it's cool. So what made you decide to do that, to become a modern station for these fantastic tunes from the 80s?
Alors c'est un travail qui nous a pris quelques années, un travail entamé il y a 10 ans maintenant. It's a lot of work.
Yes.
But we thought that we play gold, but we can be a modern radio station.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
So our DJ are on the air like in a young radio station.
Yes, exactly.
The packaging, the jingles are very modern, and we have got a claim, a very Brian claim is good mood, good music.
Yes.
And we are. On est vraiment convaincu que Nostalgie doit être cette radio un peu fédératrice, qui a installé les années 80, en tous les cas, qui les a remis au goût du jour. Because 80s, it's, I don't know the word in English, but ça a été un pari, en fait. One day, we say, okay, we believe in the 80s, we believe in the modern radio station, even we play gold. So let's go, we must try it. And it's funny because since many years in France, the 80s are very fashion because Netflix movies or advertising in French TV, and so on a été convaincus qu'on avait fait le bon choix en fait.
I love it. I love it. Now, the other big thing, and for many colleagues, is the elephant in the room, as they say in English, AI.
AI.
What do you think about it? How do you feel about it?
AI.
Artificial intelligence.
Intelligence artificielle.
What do you think about it?
It's a very difficult question. And I don't know if I've got the answer, the réponse. I believe in human things. And I think people and listeners need to have human people.
Yes.
Because we need more and more humanity in the world. So I understand that intelligence artificielle could afraid some people. We must take care of good objective with it. And be careful about bad things with EA. But I believe in human things.
Yeah, and that's. I'm the same. But everybody is now, I guess, on each side of the fence. Some people are saying, well, let's embrace it. Let's produce more programming with it. And there is now a station in Germany that is 100% created by AI. And some other colleagues, as you say, and I do share this sentiment as well, that it's emotion that keeps radio going. And so what do you think in 5 years' time? Would we call ourselves radio or something else? Audio?
In 5 years?
Yes.
What is your question? In 5 years? Could you repeat the question?
So what will we call ourselves? Will we call ourselves radio or audio or...
Radio, human media. I love the word in French, proximité.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know the translation in English. Is proximity?
Closeness. Proximity.
Okay.
Yes.
So human media.
Yes.
It could be the name of radio in 5 years. I believe in radio because. Yes. It's funny because radio could be listened everywhere by the listener. You know, it's not the same thing for TV or other things or cinema, movie, radio station in the car, in the bathroom, in everywhere. So I think it's the best media for listeners.
True, and the most
for people
connecting. Yes, and now to Kim Wilde.
Kim Wilde
starting on Nostalgie, and we are so thrilled to become a part of Nostalgie, which is an iconic brand, not only in France but across the continent. So, as a programmer, as a radio person, what are your expectations?
Kim Wilde for us is iconic artist because we play lots of songs of Kim Wilde, and we are very happy because Kim Wilde is a star of the 80s and later than 80s. She's a star, and I think she will bring her music. Because she has got a culture, she knows a lot of things in music.
Yes.
So we are expecting some news, dynamic, because she's very dynamic and smiley, and we can stand to listen to her in France and every Sunday night. So it's a very good news for us. And thank you for Kim Wilde to come to
and thank you for having us. And what are your thoughts on obviously being in France, the home of one of the most beautiful languages? What do you think of multilingual programming? So obviously Kim Wilde is from the UK. She speaks English, and our friends who follow Radio Express, they know that she's known for mixing languages. Mm-hmm. But what is, as a radio programmer, what is your view on offering listeners programming in different languages. Do you think is a good thing? What is your general view?
I think we must be able to propose to listeners new things. For us, it's a new thing to propose a show with English language. But Kim Wilde know that, so I think she will speak slowly, and so it's not a problem for us. And I think the dynamic of the UK English language could be interesting to be part of the modern part of nostalgie. You know, so French is our language on nostalgie, but English in school and on TV. So it's an international language as the French language. Language.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And lastly, two questions. First one, what is, in your opinion, the biggest challenge for people like us in radio right now? What is the biggest thing that sort of not frightens you, but something that sometimes gives you headaches?
It's your question is funny because since 1 year I tell to my team we must continue to be human. Because sometimes when you listening radio station, some DJ are like voice station, you know.
Yes.
Listen to us and you can win, and I think more and more the listeners need. Sorry, because I repeat what I told you, but they must to have human DJ. I'm so happy to be with you. I want to listen with you this song because it reminds me one thing in my life, and thank you to be here. Welcome, like in a real life, you know.
Yes.
So I think for me it's the most important thing,
and
not to be human and not fake.
Yes.
Because listeners change and they are more and more conscientious.
Yes.
Of fake things and human things, because it's very emotion.
They can feel it.
They can feel it.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And what is the thing that excites you the most right now in technology or innovation? What is the thing that really made you think, wow, I love this?
I think I'm very impressionné. I will speak in French, sorry.
Sure.
Je suis vraiment impressionné par toutes les possibilités que l'auditeur a d'écouter la radio. All the possibilities that listeners can listen the radio station with a mobile phone, with many things, little things. So I know that lot of listeners can bring us with them, you know. It's more difficult to bring a TV in a camping car or the things.
Yeah.
So je suis vraiment impressionné par ça en fait. By all the possibilities you can listen to radio station.
True, and that's I think the most exciting thing about radio. It has always been, you know, you can take it anywhere and everywhere, and with technology it's so much easier now. Xavier, thank you so much for
You're
your
welcome.
time.
Thank you.
It was a real pleasure to be here and meet the whole team.
And Kim Wilde, it's your place here.
And yes, Kim Wilde will be in this chair, and here's the Eiffel Tower.
Yes, just behind us.
The most unique studio in the world, with this beautiful structure there, and also being in the studio at night, it will be illuminated.
Absolutely.
So in the evening, it will be even more beautiful.
I hope.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye bye.